You going? The eyes are watering, so cold. This is going to be fun to ride back up. And deep there. I just have a feeling this is going to turn into 3 hours of you. Why did we go down here? Oh, that was deep. That was fun. You want to go look at Hawthorn? Could be a handful. Pay attention. It's a long way off down there. Let's go. Okay, Joel, what have you got me in for now? This is going to be fun to get back up. Oh. That's back locked up, foot dragging on the ground, front wheel almost locked up. I don't know if we can get back up.
It's going to have to be pretty bad for me to want to have to come back.
The bottom Gum Road is an absolute shit fight. Way! There's the washout. Double. Single. Probably should have gone left. Boy, that's. That wasn't. Hopefully my setup's working. Just going for a ride down to Dyalla. Good old brand new SSB lithium battery choking in cold weather. You going?
Yeah, I'll follow you.
Eyes are watering. So cold. Going to be fun to ride back up. Done it before though on the twin, so it's still a bit of a mess, a bit worse off than it was last time. Those rocks are loose as. Oh. No, I'm pumped from hanging on too tight. Always little trees down on this track. Thank you. Said it was what?
Fine.
Okay. Don't pull on the bars, dickhead. That's deep there.
Yeah, all the bikes are going here, isn't it? Right.
What's the plan? It's not hell soft, but it's going in like that far. It's not as soft as the bank, like the sand's washed away, but there's a lot of stones. This truck's chewed compared to last time I came. Retreating with our tail between our legs because it's really sandy on the bank. Oh, it's even sandy here. The bank is like deep sand and steep. The creek is soft on the bottom, and we could probably get across it, but the problem is if we can't get across it, we're not going to get the bikes back up the bank. It's like a high bank with steep, deep sand. Man, this is pretty washed out. And slippery as so far. This is pretty much big bike friendly almost. Well, not friendly, but doable. That up. Live and learn. Ah, that's slippery. Woohoo! Alright, that's not big bike friendly. That'd be hard to do on a big bike in the wet. Which way do we go? See, my map's not fucking working. Woo! Look at that little truck going up there. Do we have a look?
Yeah, we'll go now.
It don't get used very much. Hey. Yeah, not real keen on this. Yeah, I know. I can see this going into a hellhole.
I thought it would go back onto the road.
Yeah, no, it doesn't, does it? What were you stuck on?
I just sticks.
I'm like, oh, I'm going to walk down and help you. Not keen. I just have a feeling this is going to turn into 3 hours of. Why do we go down here?
Once I realised we're not going to get back to the road, I thought, this
Yeah. You reckon this way? Totally lost my bearing right now. Feel like we're heading south because I've got the sun on my left. Oh, that was deep. Just taking it easy, never been here before. This is 12 mile. That was fun. That's almost big bike doable in the dry. Mess, mate. Yeah.
Hawthorn Creek.
You want to go look at Hawthorn?
Yeah.
Could be a handful.
I don't know if I want to get across there.
What about the washouts before you get there?
I haven't been there for ages.
Do you meet Messamate and then Spotted come up into Hawthorn? Yeah. We can go have a look.
We're going to have a look.
Yeah. I don't know the way though.
Oh, we'll go here, go there, go here.
Alright. I don't think this is 12 mile. I think this is Luncheon Creek Road. Lots of sticks, rocky bits. Then again, if it is Luncheon Creek, we should be able to see our own trucks coming up here because we just rode through it like 45 minutes ago. Yeah, it is Luncheon Creek. That's what I thought. And we still couldn't see our own trucks. I think Messamate's that way. Yeah. It's back near the beginning. Yeah, it's amazing how quickly a track can change its surface. So quick. 4 months and this track doesn't even look the same anymore. We've got company. There's a few bikes in front of us. Pay attention, it's a long way off down there. God. thing's so capable. I love it. And that's all over the shop. Hey! And he's up there. Spotted gum. Alright, I reckon Joel's already been down here. Actually, I know Joel's been down here. I've never been down here. I forgot to zero out my speedo, my trip meter. That's in a shit of a spot. Right in the corner. Okay, Joel, what have you got me in for now? Nah, it's not that bad. Done worse on the twin and got stuck. This is the creek crossing down here by the field of things. This is going to be fun to get back up. I swear these brake levers on bikes are just way too long. I have to offset my weight, my foot so far to the bloody front. Ugh. Hey. That's back locked up, foot dragging on the ground, front wheel almost locked up. Hey, almost. This ain't big bike friendly. Glad I never attempted it. Oh, that was so much energy just going downhill. And I can't breathe through my nose because it's running like a tap. Oh, that was hectic. The camera is never going to show how steep that was. You alright?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to keep going down.
I don't know if we can get back up. I was kind of thinking that at the first hill.
I should have just stopped. What happened? I balked myself. I got to the first bit, then I thought, do I stop? Do I stop? And then when I stopped, I couldn't turn around.
Yeah, I saw. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Is this the creek crossing at the bottom?
Yeah, there is a really rocky one.
Is that the one that the big boulders?
Yeah. If we get down, there's not too deep. We can walk our bikes across.
Yeah.
And then it's easy coming out the other side.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the option. I don't care how wet my boots get.
No, we get down to the creek. It's going to have to be pretty bad for me to want to have to come back this way.
Oh, you tell me about it. We're going to be here all day, man. You ain't going nowhere tonight. I don't care if we got to get down there and get on the logs and move boulders. I'll do it.
It'll be easier than going back up.
Yeah, oath it will. How much more of this steep shit?
I'm not sure. That's why I stopped. But if we're going to make a commitment to get across this creek, we'll just get down there and get across it.
Well, I think the worst of it's behind us, man. The downhill, yeah. I thought the creek was going to be here. I can see the water. I can see the water through the trees. Yeah. See, it's about 150 metres down. If you look at the straight ahead on the truck and then look up in the air, unless that's just wet leaves glistening.
I can see.
White sparkles. Yeah. Yeah, that airflow is much needed. Okay, so Spotted Gum Road is a absolute shit fight. I think this is Hawthorn Road now. I think this track here is probably the best bet. It's shallow. This is deep and big boulders, and that seems to be a much smaller section. Yeah, there. In there, there's a bit of a deep bit there, but once you get up onto that rock, and then that's just like this deep, and it's, look, see, it's like this wide of just shallow rocks going off that way. Gonna get wet boots. Glad I never tried to do this on my fucking Africa Twin. Okay, we just walked Joel's bike across. Now we're gonna have a go at mine. Should have filmed that. Glasses are fogged, I can't see shit. Bottomed out. Hang on. Hang on. Stop! I've got to move my feet. I can't even see where I'm walking, dude. Look at my glasses. I'm using braille, literally. I'm just feeling around with my feet to try and find somewhere to stand. Look at that. Joel's deep end little bike rides. New group. Oh, good. Yeah, that was a lot of work. Sweaty. Yeah, that's what me, it's not the exercise, it's the dehydration. Here, just have a shoey.
Yeah. We both got wet feet.
Ah, shit happens.
We're
now.
both puffing
that any day. I just hope it's easy to get out of here. This is fun, this shit now. You gotta warn me to tell me to wear Enduro jersey. I don't give a f if it's -5 now. Look at my hair. I didn't fall in the creek. I was like that before we got down here, just from trying not to die coming down those hills, man. The steam coming off me. I'm on fire.
That's why I had to start putting some clothes back on. I was getting a chill.
Right, but dude, it's going to take me half an hour to cool down. Look, on my shirt.
Yeah.
It looked like someone just dunked me in dry ice.
You just break it.
Grab your bag, man.
This way. This way.
Nah, it's coming from here.
Fuck, you got good ears.
Yeah, and people tell you, oh, you're going to get deaf when you get old. It's like, I don't even wear earplugs and all right.
You're going to be fixed. Hey! Yeah, I'll take a photo, wait a minute. There's a single that drops off. A single trail that drops off. Yeah. And then, you know, if you go up here, you go around the bend and there's a big washout. Yeah. If you drop into the single trail, you miss that washout.
I've got a feeling I went both sides up that last time. It used to just almost be like a, not grassy hill, but they haven't climbed that clear. It's come straight up. Yeah. It beats the track of it.
Feels like a creek crossing. That was full on. This is almost a single trail. Way, me. That was hectic. I'm taking it easy. If I was on the twin, then I would have just seat bounced my ass into orbit. That was. There's the washout. Alright, that's not so bad. Still get a bloody car past it. There's another one. Boots are so wet. The water's still sloshing around in them just from my socks draining. Double single. I just almost turned it into a double. That wasn't a second gear section. Man, hats off to someone who brings the four-wheel drive in here. And people obviously do it. The truck's wide enough. It'd be a squeeze. You're getting some pinstripes. Another creek crossing. Yep. Probably should have gone left. Boy, that's slippery as that rock. Really should have gone left.
Did we miss a turn?
No, I mean on the left track. Oh. No, just down that. I picked the slipperyest, biggest rock steps.
Right, no rock on the side.
Do you reckon the left hand side?
Oh, that's where I went.
Yeah.
Want to go right back?
Oh. Hey. Woohoo! I cannot see. You right? Yeah, I knew I was going to go. I can see why people camp here. They need to have a lay down. Yeah, that left track looks much easier now that I'm looking at it from here. It's too much camber on there. I knew as soon as I got like 3/4 way, like that's it, the bike's gonna go boom.
This way is like a little step.
Yeah, but you can hit it and it's not gonna want to go offline. That's exactly what I just did. Oi. I did exactly the same thing, except my bike just landed over that rock and stayed up the top. No wonder I f***ed up, I was in second gear. Idiot. that wasn't it. Hey. Didn't miss my gear change that time. Missed my gear change that time. Again, what are you doing? mirrors are all over the place. You gotta get going, eh? 20 to 2. That was fun. I tipped my boots out, and now when I'm standing in them the socks have all drenched and now it's the puddle again. Whoa! That was interesting. That was actually quite full on. Some of the hardest shit I've ever ridden on a bike. And it was fun as go over Christine, go over first drop. I can feel half a ton of mud up underneath the plastics or the rubber sticker that someone's put on the long range tank where it's got a grind mark from a previous drop. That was a pretty full on ride. Probably 4 or 5 hours of riding. Man, we've been sweating and doing some hard yards on these bikes. Hats off to Joel for getting that 690 through some of that stuff. It wouldn't have been an easy task. Oh man, my feet are freezing. Not as much of a mess on it as I would have thought. That went in the dirt. That went in the dirt. It must have been real soft and didn't do too badly at all. Thought there was going to be scratches all over it. Skull dragged it halfway up over the crest of that hill. Good shit. Well, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for the support. Cheers.